choir members from the host Passaic Valley singing the national anthem a cappella on the field. And now we're going to get ready for the toss. John Kovac, Nick Iakovo with you. We're looking at the flag to our right, and you can see it is being blown almost straight out. Actually 50 right now. It was a high of 57 earlier today. The feels like temperature, Nick, 36. It's playoff football time.
Absolutely, playoff football, and I think the biggest factor is going to be the wind coming into today. And when you consider you got two dynamic quarterbacks on both of these rosters, how is that going to play into effect with both of these teams potentially being able to win through the air?
I don't know how much passing you're going to see, though. I think you might see a pass here and there to open things up. But with as much wind as we have, and two teams that I really like to chew up yardage on the ground, even with the absence of Shaw, I wonder how many times we're going to see him go up.
Exactly, and Pascack Valley is not slouching in the run department either. As running back Nicholas Acampo, he's got 344 yards on basically 70 carries. So it's not like they're lacking in terms of the ability to run the football. And for Passaic Valley, you obviously know the story. Number 4, Nicky Huliev, he is the lead back, the lead horse for this Hornet roster, currently sitting at 837 yards on the ground, close to the back-to-back 1,000 mark. So it's going to be intriguing to see how both these teams attack. Again, we obviously know Pascack Valley, they're down Adam Shaw, the big story for Passaic Valley. Dante Benvenuti, what's his health going to be like? We'll find out. He's suited up, he moves around, he's looking okay. We'll see how he can play today.
Pascack Valley won the toss. They have deferred. So Passaic Valley, I have stressed about calling this game all week, by the way. Passaic Valley will receive the opening kick. They're in all green with white trim and sharp-looking silver helmets. That's actually a skin that goes over top of it. They put on for senior night a couple weeks ago and got some oohs and ahs and decided to leave them on. So that's the difference between their uniforms tonight, what we saw versus Millburn. Pascack Valley going from left to right. They are in the all-white with green trim, green numbers trimmed in black, white helmets with green stripes. And you can tell it's windy because we have somebody holding the ball for the kickoff.
Back deep to return for the Hornets. You got number 4, Nick Huliev, and number 2, Vincent Berardi. You got two dynamic playmakers back deep for the Hornets.
Squib kick. Scooped up by number 7, John Roy. Gets a little bit of a return, but altogether decent field position for Passaic Valley. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
As we can see to start off the game, Benvenuti on the sideline, but back in a QB, Anthony Bagnulo. He missed a couple games early on, but he's back in the lineup, and we'll see how he can do today.
Motion across. Handoff on the counter against the Jet. It's Huliev. Huliev with a couple of moves. Avoids a couple of tackles. Finally brought down by number 55 for Pascack Valley.
Great run there by Huliev, and on the first carry, you immediately see the run game immediately being established by the Hornets. We mentioned these are two teams that really are going to pound the rock early, and on just a basic inside zone run, Hornets able to make the Panthers pay.
1st and 10 from the Pascack Valley 47-yard line. We've got early motion. It's a false start against Passaic Valley. They'll get backed up 5.
Early penalties. We'll see how much of a factor that's going to be. We say this as coaches all the time. The worst thing that could ever kill a team is going to be penalties, particularly early on in a game.
You get to this point in the season, the disciplined team is going to win because it's chances, and you don't want to give second chances. 2 receivers up top.
2x2 with a wing set.
Jet motion across, fake. Screen pass there, caught by the fingertips by Vinny Berardi. Berardi breaks a tackle, he's up the left side. Vinny Berardi.
Big touchdown here to start off early for the Hornets.
And there goes my breakdown about throwing the ball.
Exactly, we mentioned earlier, we'll see how much of a factor the wind's gonna be in. Off rip, the Hornets, they're not really backing down. Just a great screen pass all around. A little bit of undisciplined tackling you've seen from the Panthers. And the Hornets able to make the Panthers pay early.
Took a minute and 12 seconds for the Hornets to sting the Panthers first. They're going to go for 2. Fake to Huliev.
Hands it off to Huliev. Reverse back to Berardi. He passes. Caught by Magnulo, but he's going to be short.
The Hornets tried running the famous Philly special with Berardi throwing it back to Magnulo, not able to get the score confirmed.
And the Panthers nothing.
Take a look at this, Nick.
Great blocking all around. Berardi, good spin move here, and then just look at the blocking downfield. Great blocking all around by the skilled players. And Berardi easily is going to walk it in for the touchdown. You know, again, undisciplined tackling. Can't have that, particularly at this very early stage.
Nice pass to throw. If you are going to try to go upstairs on a night like tonight, throw the little touch pass screen off to the side. It's just a long handoff. And there we see Berardi, or Benvenuti, excuse me. No, Berardi, Vinny Berardi.
Off the screen pass,
Off the screen. Get a ton of yards after the catch and put Passaic Valley on the board.
Exactly. Got to keep the yardage, got to keep it short, especially when you're going against the wind. You know, you don't want to rip the ball down the field because the wind will affect it.
Another low line drive kick, scooped up by Marley Smith. And Smith finds his way through the kickoff coverage. Smith down the left side. He's got nobody to beat him. And Pascack Valley has tied it. Just 14 seconds.
And Marley Smith, that's how you respond if you are the Panthers. Immediately getting outside. Cuts through a couple tackles. Again, the classic lane coverage. Have to make sure you're disciplined when covering through those lanes on the kickoff.
Scoops up the low, and that's the trouble with the low kick. It gets there quick, and your lanes are still, you've still got space between your lanes.
Extra point try here for the Panthers.
Kick is up, and it's good.
And the Panthers take the lead, 7-6.
Panthers 7 and the Hornets 6.
Can we take a look at that kickoff return?
Get it on replay here. Great blocking, just immediately just flying through. And again, the Hornets over pursuit, particularly on the left side. And then just an easy lane coverage. Got to make sure you keep contained, particularly on the outsides.
They've really found it. I like the way he laddered that out to his left.
Exactly, exactly. Bounce it out left. You see the Hornets are overcommitting. You easily got a lane. Just find it through. And then when you break one tackle, it makes everything work.
So we're going to have a basketball game tonight, Nick.
Potentially it could be a back and forth affair. I think me and you both came into this game kind of wondering what's really going to be the tempo both these teams are going to try to play. Are they going to try to get into a shootout, or is it going to be a bit more of a slow, kind of methodical game? And you're seeing very early on, John, and it looks like we are going to have a bit of a shootout here.
See how long they can maintain that. Another squib kick. Bounces up. It's fielded at the 24.
Taken by number 3, Redden.
That's number 3. I believe that's Noah Redden.
Noah Redden, the junior, fields it.
35-yard line, brought down by Lamperillo. spotted at the 39-yard line. Hornets will have it. First and 10.
First and 10 for Passaic Valley. At their own 39-yard line, they had a lead for 14 seconds. Huliev up the left side, trucks one tackler, dragged down from behind.
It's a great run by Julia, but I want to give credit to number 5, Justin Lewis, the pulling H-back, gets through, opens up the gap, and that's exactly what Huliev needed to fly upfield. We mentioned he's a home run hitter, but at the end of the day, those runs don't get started without the blockers creating those gaps for him.
Lewis did that all night when we were here last time. He motions across, leads the play upfield, and I would be comfortable running behind him because he makes things happen. He's always making contact upfield.
Exactly. You can see Passaic Valley in a tight set.
We got reverse slow. They're going up and wide open, incomplete. Vinny Berardi, who has the touchdown, had the defense beat on the post, but couldn't hold on.
Exactly, kind of lulling the defense to sleep a little bit with the play fake. Great play action fake by Bagnolo, just a little too early on the throw. And that one was overshot for Berardi. And you want to talk about potentially open this game up wide. That could have been a big touchdown throw.
What caught me on that, you had the run and fake toward us to the left side. He then rolled to his right where you had the two receivers. And I think some of the coverage bailed to that. Timeout called by Passaic Valley. 9:41 left in the first quarter. They trail 7-6 here on the Garden State Athletic Network. And do you want a great way to promote your business and support local teams? Become a sponsor on the Garden State Athletic Network. We have network and game sponsorship opportunities available for the fall 2025 season and the winter 2025-26 season. Let us help you promote your business or organization throughout New Jersey at an affordable cost. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or get in touch with us by emailing sponsorships at GardenStateAthleticNetwork.com or calling 973-738-3881. Second and 10. From the Pascack Valley 44-yard line for Passaic Valley.
That's a handoff immediately to Ryan off the play action fake going to Huliev, and you can see immediately, I think the Hornets are trying to be a little bit more deceptive, granted, we still haven't seen the Panthers on offense just yet, so we'll see how well this take lasts, but I think you're seeing very early on the Hornets really trying to establish a play action pass, and I think they're trying to let Magnola maybe rip it a little bit.
You also have to know that Huliev is going to be keyed on. You know they've been wondering where number 4 is in practice all week long.
As Magnolo scrambles out, and he's going to take off.
He's got room. Should be close to the first down.
I think he got it. I think maybe just extending outward off the dive is going to get this first down.
First down.
First down on the scramble by Anthony Bagnulo, adding to his 662 rushing yards already this season. And it's first and 10 for Passaic Valley at the Pascack Valley 34.
As we see, Quaranton's going to step off the field, and Ben Manuti's going to be subbed back in. 8:53 to go.
Yeah, nobody in a hurry to slow this game down.
It doesn't seem that way, and honestly, with the way both of these teams are playing, why bother?
Exactly.
Why bother? Keep the scoring going.
Motion across. Lewis at wing. Toss to Huliev. Huliev up the left side. Ladders out. Finally taken down. Out of bounds. Picked up a fair amount of that. See where they spot him.
Give him
It is enough for the first down.
Juliev just easily breaks to the outside, using his speed to get across. And again, when you have great blocking on the outside, with a little bit of that slant kind of blocking scheme that we've seen the Hornets run, allows him to set the edge.
Just 10 yards, just enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 at the 24 for Passaic Valley, 8:46 to go. In this first quarter, they trail 7-6 after taking an early lead. Juliev back across, follows the block, breaks one, and touchdown. He broke the plane.
As Nick Juliev, great run again. Kind of the powerhouse runner we've seen from the Hornets. Breaks through easily, makes one cut, gets upfield. Great run that we've seen from the Hornets so far.
But it's, again, I think, a block by Lewis that opens that for him.
Absolutely. The blocking we've seen from the Hornets today has been exceptional, particularly at this early stage. And it's one of those things where, hey, if it works, why go away from it? You see the running game's working, stick with it for as long as you can.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 again here. They've kind of put themselves in the position that they have to because of the one they missed on the early score. 2 receivers up top, 1 wide to the 2 wide to the left. Motion across. Bagnulo lofts it to the back of the end zone.
Easy conversion for Berardi. Berardi, just a basic smash route, just gets across on the outside. An easy score here. If we could go back to that touchdown run. And we see on replay here, counter run, great block by Lewis to get
right
upfield.
There, yeah.
Exactly, great block by Lewis and Redden on the outside as well from the skill guys. You know, we talk about those receivers making great catches, but at the end of the day, if your wide receivers are out here making fantastic blocks, that's almost invaluable in today's game.
14-7 now to score in favor of Passaic Valley. 3 minutes and 23 seconds into this game.
It's been a wild first quarter, hasn't it? As we take a look, Letta with the kick.
Rolls, kicks out of bounds. That's going to be a procedure penalty. We'll see what Passaic Valley opts to do.
As we take a look at the 2025 sectional tournament bracket for this group, the 1-seed Ultapan hosting 8-seed Riverdale, the 4-seed West Milford hosting 5-seed Montville. Obviously, you're watching here Passaic Valley against Pascack Valley. And then the most intriguing game I find, the 2-seed Wayne Hills against the 7-seed Sparta. I think that game, John, has the potential to steal the show.
What do you like about that matchup?
I honestly do feel like Wayne Hills is the sleeping giant of this section, but I think Sparta is such a well-veteran team, particularly in postseason play. They're going to be tough to beat. And on the first play, John Roy reads out a reverse and immediately makes a big-time tackle, and he's fired up.
Mark Delaquila on the carry, took the reverse, and loses. We'll call it 4.
Yeah, loses 4 yards there.
2nd and 14 from the Pascack Valley 31. And at the first snap by the Pascack Valley offense.
That's a very good point. Yeah, the first offensive snap.
They put it up. Thrown and caught. Number 16, Delaquila, with the catch. And immediately, Pascack Valley is in Passaic Valley territory. 1st and 10 at the Hornets' 45.
Exactly, and the Hornets just got beat on a basic cover 2 beater, a basic smash concept. We have a hitch and a corner out there, and the safety kind of got caught snoozing a little bit on the corner route. That's what allowed Pascack Valley to pick up some big chunk yards.
2 receivers up top, handoff up the middle. And a swarm of Hornets brings down
That was
Rudy Zerbeck.
Rudy Zerbeck on the carry. I think the first man to meet Zerbeck was 52, James Picarello, the senior defensive frontman.
2nd and 8 now for Pascack. Back to pass again. Lofts the ball up. That's going to be way out of bounds and incomplete.
And Hornets sent pressure that time. I believe that was number 14, Amir Alessandi, who got into the backfield. And so Hornets not shy about sending the blitz early on 2nd down. So now you're looking at a 3rd and about maybe 8 for the Panthers.
Coletti comes in with the play from the sideline. Clock stopped with 7:01 left in this first quarter. 2 receivers to each side, 1 back in the backfield. Coletti takes the snap, drops back to pass, tries to step up. He's wearing 2 defenders, and he gets sacked for a loss of 1. The bigger number is it's now 4th down. Going to be 4th and 10.
And Alessandi, he got there before on the previous play. Now he gets into the backfield, gets the sack. His quarterback tried stepping up, not able to get the throw off. So now big punt incoming.
Try to pin him deep, but the wind is going to remain to Passaic Valley's back.
Varsity and Huliev back deep, 1 on each side. Long kick towards Berardi, and
makes a sliding catch.
It's dangerous.
On his knees.
Bobbled it a little bit too, so it could have been a very, very dangerous play.
On so many levels, Nick. Once he touches that, he could have been lit up.
Absolutely.
And he had no way to defend himself. Once he touches it, it's a live ball. Now, he probably saved some roll and gives them 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Exactly. And let's see what the Hornets are going to do. They scored once through the air. They've got another on the ground. You're up by 7 with 6 to go in the first quarter. Let's see if they try to keep it on the ground or if they try to maybe establish a bit more of the air attack.
22-yard line. I'll correct myself. Jet sweep across. Huliev ladders out. He's got blockers. It's coming back. There's a flag behind the play. Right where he turned the corner, right in the hold zone.
Holding call going. I believe that one's going on number 75, Jaden Finley. He's going to get tagged with the hold.
Flag down, excuse me.
Personal foul. It's a face mask call.
Face mask, the call.
Face mask call on the Hornets. And
So
particularly,
that's even bigger.
and particularly when you are an offense that is moving the chains effectively well, you cannot have these types of penalties at this early point. And on a big play like that, that potentially could be a drive killer.
It's going to back it all the way up inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. It's 15 from the spot.
Spot foul brings the ball back to the Hornets' 14-yard line. We'll replay 1st down. It's 1st down and 20 for the Hornets.
3 receivers right for the Hornets. 1 wide left.
Hornets line up in a true trip set.
I'm looking screen out to the trips. Here's the motion across.
Nulo takes the snap. Screen pass caught by Huliev.
Well, you were correct.
Screen away from the trips to Huliev for a short game.
I think that's more so an insurance pass. I think it's more so just, hey, let's just get the ball, let's just move it forward, get a couple yards, and then let's really dive into our game plan. So now,
Really no gain on that. We're still at the 14, so 2nd and long.
ooh, that looks like for the Hornets, number 13, Ryan Corrington, he looks to be hobbling off the field. When you're a Hornets team that's already dealing with a couple of big injuries, you can't add another to that list.
2 receivers wide to each side. Huliev in the backfield. Bagnulo gets sacked. That's by number 56.
He wanted to go deep. He had Huliev deep on the long pass, and unfortunately not able to get their great defensive collapse that we saw from the Panthers. Immediate collapse in the pockets, basically forcing a little bit of that contain area where they're saying, Bagnulo, you step up, you're immediately going to get sacked. You have to just stay in the pocket and try to beat us with your arm.
Get pressure on him. That's why the screen pass worked early on, because it's quick. The pressure's coming in. You're using the pressure against him.
Exactly. Quick and avoid the pressure. So now, 3rd and 24. Bagnulo rolls right. Dumps it off to Huliev. Just trying to get a couple yards and get them out of their end zone, and they do.
Just give the punt team some room to breathe.
Exactly. Give your punt. That's exactly what the point of that play was. It wasn't designed to get a first down. It was designed that, hey, we're probably going to end up going to a 4th down and punting. Let's just give our punter as much room as possible to be able to get the kick out far.
There we go, 4th down for the Hornets, 4th and 14.
Hornets don't look to be punting.
No, they're not. They 3 receivers up top to the short side.
Never mind, it's a short. Wow. I haven't seen that before.
Kind of a quick kick, but it lands out of bounds, so that big roll is negated. Pascack Valley's going to take over at their own 45.
45-yard line, and the Panthers will take over. They have it 1st and 10.
Let's see.
The roll actually took that ball to like the 18, 19-yard line.
Yeah.
But the ball touched the sideline, and the final 20-some yards and 24 yards of that are negated.
Exactly. Ball with a great roll, too, by Bagnulo. Not able to keep it in bounds. So let's see now what the Panthers are going to do, coming off of a tough end to what was a great start to their drive.
Quick pass out to Dante DaCosta. DaCosta takes it up the right side. He'll move to chains for Pascack Valley. 1st and 10, they're already in Passaic Valley territory. Under 3:30 to go in this first quarter.
And DaCosta, a big body wide receiver at 6'3" on just a basic bubble screen. Some of these smaller corners, they're not going to try to tackle that. So DaCosta, a great job here of cutting up field, using his size to his advantage and bulldozing his way forward for a big first down. Coletti's now back deep.
You've got a wing and almost an insert back here. The handoff up the middle to Kai Smith, number 28, and he picks up, we'll call it 6, 7.
These kids' favorite meme is that's a good gain.
I hate myself for saying that, I really do. You have no idea the self-loathing I'm wrestling with right now as we come up to this 2nd and 4.
Looks like, and again, they're going with that wing set that's stacked with the wing. Handoff up the gut again.
I want to get a better view of this. What I think they're doing is they've widened the split between guard and tackle, and you've put the fullback, inserted the fullback in there.
That's exactly
right. We ran that where I coached in Connecticut, and sometimes teams just don't know how to adjust to it.
Exactly, and it's just basic smash mouth football. Just hand it off, just run behind your guards, let them pull straight through the gaps. That's exactly what they're doing. And the Panthers got about 7 yards in the first carry, and on this carry got about 6 as well. So like they are really pounding the rock early.
1st and 10 at the 30 for Pascack Valley. We're coming up on 1:50 to go in the first quarter. They trail 14-7. More traditional set here. Handoff up the middle to Zerbach. Zerbach picks up 11, moves the chains. 1st and 10 at the Passaic Valley 19.
And there was nothing fancy about that. It was just a basic halfback inside draw. Just
there.
Show pass and then immediately hand it off. And Zerbach had a monstrous hole opened up by that left side guard. And that is really going to be telling is how this Hornets front is really going to be playing throughout this game. And again, they go with that stack now to the left side.
Kai Smith on the carry, and he gets 11. Sets up 1st and goal at the 9 with exactly a minute to go in this first quarter. Right now, Pascack Valley is shredding Passaic Valley on simple runs up the gut.
It's simple runs, but it's also Passaic Valley has not been disciplined in terms of their tackling. That's multiple times now that we've seen on this drive. They get a player immediately there, and they don't wrap up.
Couple of cuts there, running through a tackle again is Kai Smith, the 5'9", 175-pound senior. Sets up 2nd and goal, right around the 5-yard line.
35, about 25 seconds to go on the clock.
See if they even try to get one off here.
I think maybe you might have to. I think there might just be like a second left before the official clock expires.
They're heading off.
All right.
I think we're going to see the end of the first quarter. It started off a lot faster than we might have expected, and now a methodical drive has Pascack Valley knocking on the door. 14-7 the lead for Passaic Valley after 1 quarter here on the Garden State Athletic Network. Is your team ready for the spotlight? The winter 2025-26 season is right around the corner. Don't let fans, family, or recruiters miss a moment. Book your event to be streamed live with the Garden State Athletic Network. We deliver professional, high-quality coverage on our network, and your event can reach a national audience streaming on the NFHS network. That's maximum exposure for your athlete, your school, or your organization. Lock in dates now and ensure your team gets the attention it deserves. To get a quote or learn more, email us at info@gardenstateathleticnetwork.com, call 973-738-3881, or scan the QR code on the center of your screen right now. John Kovach, Nick Iacova with you from Passaic Valley High School. The Hornets struck first, allowed Pascack Valley to run back the ensuing kickoff and take the lead with the extra point. Drove back down the field to take the lead, and now we have Pascack Valley right on the doorstep, 2nd and goal. Handoff up the middle into a pile. They're going to be short. It's going to be 3rd and goal around the 3-yard line for the Panthers.
And the Hornets did a great job there of just stacking up the box, just loading it up with as many bodies as possible. You could tell when they're going to that strong side set that they're going to hand the ball off. So immediately the Hornets make it a good adjustment.
I think you have a jumbo package in there too. You've got the goal line defense type of thing. Get a lot of big bodies in there.
Exactly, and you could see that H-back lined up directly behind the guard. Oh.
High snap is loose. There's a scramble for it still. We're looking for a signal. 4th down, but it's going to be 4th and goal, but a huge loss of yardage for Pascack Valley because now they're back just inside the 10. 4th and goal.
And Richard Brettweiser was the one back there, immediately paying dividends. The pressure up front from this Hornets defensive line. And let's see now how the Panthers can respond. It looks like they're going to kick it.
And this is why I wondered if they were going to take the quarter at the end of the first. They're kicking now with this wind at their back.
Set up here.
High snap. Kick is up.
And it's
no good.
It's no good. So let's see how the Hornets can respond. Again, drive started out very good, but unfortunately a penalty knocked them back. And then due to the sack, not able to get big yardage. Let's see how Passaic Valley can respond now on their fourth drive. On their 4th offensive drive now.
On the missed field goal, the ball moves out to the 20 for Passaic Valley. They'll take over 1st and 10. 10 minutes, 31 seconds left in the first half.
That brings the ball out to the 20-yard line for the Hornets. They have it. 1st and 10.
Hornets line up here in 2-by-2 with the wing. That's Lewis. He split out left.
Handoff across to Huliev. Tries to reverse field. Snakes back to the left. Runs into a pile. Finally gets brought down. He does pick up 2. Invested a lot of effort in that run.
Exactly. They ran just a basic read option. Bagnulli did the smart thing of handing it off. You saw the defender was kind of settling a little bit, so he handed off. Good recovery speed, though, that we saw from the Panthers immediately to crash down on the opposite side. More so play side, rather, and able to keep Huliev contained.
And we'll call the gain 3 now that I see where they actually spotted it. So 2nd and 7 from the 23. Low snap. Ball's up, tipped, and incomplete.
And that was just a basic flood pattern. You got the flat, you got a 5 to 7 yard out, then you got a deep ball on the outside, and that's the right read. That's the right read. You have the opening on the out route, but great coverage that we just saw from the Panthers. Immediately get the hand up and tip it away.
And flood's a nice combination because you can catch a defender trying to decide, do I play up, do I play back?
Exactly. It's a very, very tough coverage to have as a defender is, do I take this deep shot or do I allow everything in the flat? And you really have to be, as a corner, you really have to be great in terms of jamming the guy first off the line and then getting back into the flat. That time, though, the Panthers were not able to do it.
3 receivers near side again for Passaic Valley. They're in the green, moving from left to right. Bagnula takes the snap. He's looking. He's got a ton of time. Now he loops to his right, scrambles, fires. He finds number 8, Dante Benvenuti. And Benvenuti converts 3rd down with a nice gain. 1st and 10 for the Hornets.
And give credit to Bagnullo keeping the play alive. Looking downfield, they had just a basic crosser, slant, kind of a post on the outside, 3 different types of crossers. And then you saw Benvenuti, the smart playmaker he is, breaks it back out, goes to where Bagnullo's rolling out, get yourself an open target, find the spot in the zone, make a great play.
And that's just 2 guys who know how to make plays and communicate without shouting at each other.
Exactly.
1st and 10 at the 42, handoff to Huliev. Huliev will lose a yard or 2 here.
And that's interesting. The Hornets went with the set that Pascack Valley was really running down the Hornets' throats with that H-back kind of lined up right behind the guard, kind of stacked with 2 receivers to the same side.
But again, if you spread the linemen out and create a little bit of a bubble there where the linebackers play an opposite that we'll call him a fullback for want of a better term. Huliev, one-man counter, cuts back to the middle, back to the right, switches arms to protect the ball, and is knocked out of bounds at the 33-yard line of Pascack Valley.
Beautiful jump cut by Nick Huliev on the counter. Beautiful job again. Lewis, absolutely, with a fantastic rush that we saw. Getting out into the flat, gets that block, sets the edge, and then immediately you see Huliev breaking outside.
And that gives Huliev the time. He took 2-3 steps to his right and then came back to his left, and then was able to come all the way back to the right and get knocked out of bounds on the right sideline.
Absolutely, and they're keeping him off for a second just to get him some wind back.
Well, he ran about 70 yards on that play. That handoff is to number 13, Ryan Corrington.
Corrington kind of went a little bit Air Jordan off the handoff, gets above a couple defenders and is able to get about 4 yards on the carry.
Call it 2nd and 7 from the Pascack Valley 30. Coming up on 7:45 left in the second quarter. 14-7 a lead for the hosts, who are driving. I do like the silver helmets. My opinion's split on the, the shiny helmets. I lean a little matte, but it's kind of a cool look.
It's cool, especially when you got the light shining down on it. It looks pretty nice.
Corrington again up the left side, picks up a few. These are body punches right now. Just hand off. He's going up the left side, laddering out. Take what he can get.
And I think the Hornets, they are smart to go into that trips look. Spread the defense out. Make them thin in the box. And you're seeing immediately, that's what's paying dividends, is the Hornets, they're spreading this Panthers thumping linebacking core out, forcing them having to cover receivers. And if you want to hand the ball off, you got a bunch of smaller guys going against these big, strong Hornet players.
3rd and 6 from the Pascack Valley 29. 2 receivers right for Passaic. Lewis at wing. Lewis comes across. Huliev lets the block develop. Bows back, but he's tackled for a short loss. Going to bring up 4th and 7 just outside the 30.
And what a job by Colin McMorrow, flying down, keeping Huliev contained, forcing him to really have to either go through him or get taken out of bounds. Great work by the defense.
This is a no-man's land decision for Passaic Valley. It's a tough punt, although you are into the wind.
You are into the wind.
It's a long pickup to convert this.
I think potentially if you're going to punt it, you do kind of rugby style. Catch it, roll out, and then punt it away towards the sideline. So you could potentially do that, or a timeout called by the Hornets. I think a smart timeout call.
Second timeout.
Exactly, second timeout taken. I think if you're the Hornets, though, I think if you're not going to punt it, I think maybe you just do the classics, throw a 4-vert pass, give your guy a chance. Otherwise, you hit a play out into the flat, get a first down, and keep the drive moving.
Want a great way to promote your business or support local teams? Become a sponsor on the Garden State Athletic Network. We have network and game sponsorship opportunities for the remainder of the fall season and for the upcoming winter 2025-2026 season. We can help you promote your business or organization throughout New Jersey at affordable cost. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen. Email sponsorships at GardenStateAthleticNetwork.com or call 973-738-3881.
Hornets come out of the huddle. And again, they're lining up that trip set empty package. We saw Bagnolo, he did punt it away earlier. So let's see if they punt it here or do they try to just get the first down.
Nobody deep if they do punt it.
Timeout called there by the Panthers.
Pascack calls its timeout, so Nick will do this read.
I think Pascack saw the Hornets were potentially going to throw it away. Is your team ready for the spotlight? The winter 2025-26 season is right around the corner. Don't let fans, family, or recruiters miss a moment. You can book your event to be streamed live with the Garden State Athletic Network. We deliver professional, high-quality coverage on our network, and your event can reach a national audience streaming on the NFHS network, and that's the maximum exposure for your school or your organization. You can lock in your dates now and ensure your team gets the attention it so rightfully deserves. To get a quote or learn more, email us at info@GardenStateAthleticNetwork.com Call 973-738-3811. That is 973-738-3811. Or you can scan the QR code in the center of your screen today to book for the Garden State Athletic Network.
All right, Nick, let's say you're Passaic Valley. You called your timeout. You set up that quick kick that they ran the last time. Pascack Valley called its time. Well, that's going to make things interesting.
Yep, that will do it. That will certainly do it. My actual first thought was going to be potentially you might draw them off sides, get it to a 4th and 1, and then you could conceivably go for it. Now at the full start, I think you're going to have to punt it away.
I think you have to punt it away. I think you're in a better shape to punt it away, giving up those 5 yards if you want to look for a silver lining.
Exactly. It's one of those classic things where, you know what, give your punter more room to work with. And I think if you're Bagnolo, you can work a punt towards that corner of the sideline. And I think maybe you could pin this Panthers defense back.
Although the way those two jumped, I almost think they were going up.
Exactly.
They were going up top.
It certainly looked like a pass was incoming, and my first thought would have been you wait till the play clock winds down, and then you just go for it. Otherwise, you try to jump them off sides as much as you can.
2 verts and a settle underneath it, and hope you can move the chains. You now have Lewis in the backfield. He's there to protect. Pressure. Bagnula steps up, throws it up. He's got a man open. Huliev makes the catch. He's in a scrum now. Still moving. I think they finally whistled it dead, but it's going to be 1st and goal for Passaic Valley on the 2. We're going to take another look at this.
You can see Bagnolo, he sets up just a basic 4 verts concept. Great job feeling the pressure, steps up, then fires a laser downfield. Huliev comes back to the football. Great play all around. And again, it's one of those things where I said earlier, you could potentially make the argument that maybe you just throw a pass into the end zone and just see if a guy can get it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But at the same time, it's not like you're pinning your defense back. But now with that, you set the Hornets up for a 1st and goal and potentially could go up by 2 scores here.
And that would be huge if you're Passaic Valley to go up 2 scores.
Especially when you consider that Pascack is going to start the half with the ball. You want to grow the lead as much as you possibly can in this half.
Look how wide John Roy is here. Huliev up the middle on the dive. Picks up a yard or 2. Be 2nd and goal.
Just gets blasted down. That's 79, Jason Fouche. The 6'5", 280-pound defensive tackle just immediately engulfed the center and the 2 guards for the Hornets. And that's what allowed, and that really kind of was what held Huliev back, was not being able to really get upfield.
Yeah, you've got all that horizontal space out to this wide out that's lining up between the hash and the numbers. I would put him on a quick slant and just try to fire it to him right off. Take the snap and fire it.
Either that or you could do kind of a shortened kind of flood concept. Get a quick out, a flat, get potentially Bagnulo on the move. Look at all the room he's got on the right side. You could certainly make the argument he could just roll out and throw a pass.
Noah Redden wide now. Runs his man off. Benvenuti took the handoff. He's going to almost get back to the line of scrimmage, lose a yard, and it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 5.
Give credit to this Panther defense. They are certainly planting their heels into the ground and really making it tough on the Hornets. I think, honestly, you got to beat them through the air here. I think potentially hit them with a flood concept. Maybe you can hit them with a mesh, kind of get those linebackers kind of jumping down and maybe hit something over the top. Let's see what the Hornets line up here. They got 3 receivers with Lewis out to the right and a single receiver Redden out left.
So reverse to Huliev, up the left side. He's got to get in the pylon, and he does.
That is a fantastic play call there. Stack the box, make them think that you're going to roll out, do the handoff, and then immediately flip it back to Huliev. Great play design there for the Hornets. And now they go up by 2 scores.
You want to put your best athletes in space. They jammed everybody, including all the guys on the sideline, to this side of the field, and then sent Huliev on his own. out where there was all kinds of space and said, you just got to give me 5 yards.
Exactly, just a basic orbital reverse. Take a step up field and come back around, go behind the entire line, and then you get Lewis essentially coming out as a free blocker, and we know how great he is on those counter runs. And so now line up here. Again, the Hornets potentially going for
They
2.
only have 10. I'm wondering, did the way they're looking, no, they have 11.
They got 11. They are going to have to get a play call on potentially soon.
Yeah. Oh, this is my pet peeve in football.
He's not paying attention.
Timeouts on an untimed down.
Exactly. You got to get your guys set up, though, and let's see now how the Hornets.
Oh, you can't afford to, to botch this because you're not lined up right.
Exactly. Got to make sure. Potentially, and especially in these games, those mistakes are critical.
I always go back. Hey, ask the Tennessee Titans when they played the Rams. They had to call a timeout early in the second half on an extra point because they had 10 guys.
Exactly.
And then the game ends with them inside the 1, and the clock runs out.
Exactly. You can't make those kind of crucial mistakes at this early stage in the game. And the Hornets now 3 receivers lined up left. Lewis is going to be, looks like he's going to be, he's going to be a wing back here.
They are going for 2. They're just going to have Lewis motion.
As
Option.
And Berardi, they ran kind of a speed option there to Juliev. Great coverage by DaCosta on defense, kind of reading and reacting.
You can play with that point a little bit because it is a two-score lead. And I'm almost getting the feel in some of the calls I'm seeing. Are they trying stuff out?
I think potentially.
To see, we win this, we move on. Now, it's on film. Everybody's going to see it. But are they trying stuff? Because there's some exotic stuff going on right now.
Exactly. You're seeing a lot of really unconventional play calls, and the Hornets trying everything they can in this box. Again, winner of this game, you play either Wayne Hills, which decimated the Hornets earlier in the season, or Sparta, and Sparta has always been known as a tough out against any team. So if you're the Hornets, you might as well throw everything at the wall, see what's going to stick.
And do it in a draft. Do it on the big stage.
Exactly. Do it in the first round of the playoffs, and you got your guys ready to go.
Line drive kick is right to Mark Delaquilla. Delaquilla up the right side. He's got room, and he's got blockers up the right side. Finally knocked out of bounds at the Passaic Valley 28-yard line.
Yep, that looked like it was 14 Elisandi who made a touchdown-saving tackle. And now coaches will say a lot of games are won by field position. And Pascack Valley now in fantastic field position here. And let's see how the Hornets can respond on defense. You saw really Pascack Valley stiffen up, particularly against the Hornets on that last offensive series. Let's see if the Hornets can stiffen up here.
1st and 10 at the 28 for Pascack Valley. But they're in the Passaic Valley end. Just under 3 minutes to go. Passaic Valley just took a 2-score, 20-7 lead. But they gave up great field position. A little bit of confusing coming out of the huddle by the Panthers.
In an empty set here, 3-2 for the Panthers. As the pass is going to be knocked away, but they're going to ding Juliev. That's one of those fouls where, unfortunately, while yes, it may not look it, the soft contact, particularly on the backside of the shoulder, that is
they're
what
going to call it.
They're going to call it every single time. When you get his inside shoulder, refs are going to call that every single time.
And the Passaic Valley faithful not happy with that call. I'd actually like to take a look at it if we can, but I understand if we can't, we can't. And again, that's a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage in high school. It's not a spot foul. So 1st and 10 now from just inside the 15. Turning the corner
Big stiff arm there by Murata.
Morana tackled. It's going to be first and goal.
The Panthers are going to have it first and goal at the 1.
So the Panthers on first and goal now from the 1. And a great cutback there by Murata. Gets outside and then just, again, fighting forward. As Pascack Valley now knocking on the doorsteps of the Hornets here.
Coming up on 2:20 to go in the first half.
Let's see, I think maybe Pascack might just take this to the 2-minute warning. Ooh, false start.
Somebody fell forward. There's going to be a discussion. It looks from afar as if it's a false start, but were they drawn?
Encroachment on the Hornets.
It's called delay of game against Passaic Valley.
Wow.
They're saying they attempted to draw them, so the ball moved half the distance. It's inside the 1, first and goal. That's one you tend to see called on simulating the snap call.
That's Murata in for the touchdown now.
Murata carries it in untouched for a 1-yard run. Pascack back on the board.
That makes our score the Hornets 20 and the Panthers 13.
Line up here for the extra point.
Kick is good.
Extra point is up and good. Making our score the Hornets 20 and the Panthers 14.
And now a 6-point lead for Passaic Valley. They'll get the ball back with 1:44 to go. I did see a linebacker on the snap that led to the touchdown. Kind of looked like he was jumping. You have to wonder if they were trying to draw him off and simulated a snap count.
I think so. I think you certainly want to try to draw this team off sides. But I think the biggest point that I'm seeing right now, Pascack Valley looks like they're playing loose. They're playing free. It looks like they're really kind of just like letting the game flow to them. And I think maybe the Hornets need to start opening up a little bit, kind of just playing loose. They look a little too uptight. They look like they're trying to be perfect. And I think maybe potentially if you're the Hornets, you got to understand mistakes are going to happen. And these penalties, while yes, they are drive killers, they're bound to happen. But it looks like I think if you're the Hornets, you're playing too uptight. And I think maybe you need to start loosening up a little bit, kind of being a bit more free-flowing. And I think potentially the Hornets could maybe blow this game out wide. They still do have the lead, but the Panthers are certainly climbing back.
Another squib kick, bounces.
That's Berardi.
Picked up on the hop by Berardi. Berardi gets to the middle of the field, gets almost all the way out to midfield.
Flag comes down. Let's see what the whistle's going on. And it's a flag on the Hornets. They're immediately moving back again.
And it's going to be holding against the Hornets.
Holding the call. That'll be 10 from the spot. And that's going to really hurt the field position here.
And penalties, they're starting to show their ugly head. It's been a bit of a clean game we've seen so far.
Couple early on. So instead of being out by the 45, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 27 for Passaic Valley. 1:37 left in the first half. They hold a 20-14 lead. Again, the winner of this plays the winner of the Wayne Hills Sparta game that's going on now. We're going to try to get you a score when we're away at halftime. Bagnulo fires it out to Benvenuti. Benvenuti
Whistles, flag came in. I believe they're going to maybe ding potentially.
Flag on the play.
Yep, I believe they're going to ding a Panther.
Personal foul.
Targeting.
That's going to be 15 from the end of the play. And just as big an impact as that hold had on Passaic Valley, Pascack Valley now with that mistake.
And you move the Hornets basically almost to across midfield. And again, Passaic Valley, nothing too crazy. Just a basic running 4 hitches, just 4 quick little stop routes, get it to your guy, quick release. And I think maybe that quick game might be working, especially for the Hornets. You're going against the wind. I think if you're going to start airing the ball, I've got to keep it a little bit shorter. Can't really air it out downfield.
And it's going to negate the pressure that Pascack Valley has shown. 3 receivers left, 1 wide right. Bagnulo takes a snap, fires underneath to Huliev. Huliev picks up about 5. Going to be second and 5 at the 48-yard line. Clock's running. Only 1 timeout left for Passaic Valley. Another underneath throw, fingertip catch by Ryan Corrington.
Great job there by the Panthers. Great job by the Panthers holding him up.
0-0 to score so far in that Wayne Hills Sparta game. The winner of that will meet the winner here tonight. Bagnulo fires it underneath. Incomplete. If I'm on the Passaic Valley sideline, I might be lobbying for that coverage was a little early.
I think maybe you can have the coverage a little bit early, but also at the end of the day, I think also you're kind of happy. Hey, stop the clock a little bit.
There's that.
And stop the clock a little bit.
4th and 4, 38 seconds to go.
Let's see what's going to happen here with the Hornets on 4th down. You can make the very good argument to punt it away, but as we saw previously, the Hornets were in opposing field position, and they did not decide to punt it.
Bagnulo is going to punt it,
and it's
blocked. And it's scooped up.
Block came from number 6, Colin McMorrow, and he gets the block, and now the Panthers set up in great field position here.
30 seconds to go, and Pascack Valley, we're going to take a look at that block again. It's scooped up and almost carried in. Then the wise decision to take a knee, let the offense set, and it's 1st and 10 for Pascack Valley at the Passaic Valley 43.
And just looking at the 2 sidelines, you see on the Pascack Valley sideline, everybody's fired out, they're ready to go. Hornets sideline, there's a lot of confused faces. I think if you're Hornets, it's the attitude change. You still hold on to a lead, but I think you got to start feeling like you got to keep the momentum going.
Motion across, pressure coming in, thrown downfield, and it's incomplete. 25 seconds to go, 2nd and 10.
And Coletti, they went into a flat route. And Coletti kind of felt the pressure, had to get rid of the football, an inaccurate throw. And so now you have the Panthers setting up here with 25 ticks to go. I mean, you could make every argument, the Panthers, they could just run the football. They still have 2 timeouts left.
Yeah,
so you can
they
make every
totally
argument.
could.
You can make every argument. Hey, when we pounded the rock, that's what got us to the end zone. You can legitimately have an argument that we could just keep the ball on the ground.
3 receivers right, 1 back in the backfield. Coletti under pressure.
Ball comes
Sack
out.
ball's loose, and it's recovered for Passaic Valley.
And Dante Benvenuti, he's arguing it should be a fumble, and they say his knee was down. Hornets do not agree with that call.
Regardless, it's a huge loss. It flips the field.
Let's take a look on replay. Let's see
The
here.
clock is running. This half is going to expire before Pascack Valley gets another playoff.
And it certainly did look like that's a clean fumble. That looks like a fumble to me, but that's going to end the half.
20, and the Panthers 14.
20 to 14 your score in favor of Passaic Valley.
Please stay tuned for our
If you
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the second half shortly. Welcome back to Passaic Valley High School, where the Hornets lead the Pascack Valley Panthers 20-14 in this North Jersey quarterfinal. Nick, two teams that are not strangers to the playoffs.
No, not at all. Both teams really have been consistent playoff performers, and I think this game, it's been something for everybody. You've seen defensive plays. You've seen a lot of scoring. We've seen really great situational play by both sides, honestly, both teams. It's not just one side that's dominating in terms of situational play. Both teams really situationally have been excellent. And as we take a look at the bracket as it currently stands, Wayne Hills holds a 7-0 lead at the half over Sparta. So potentially if this game, if it goes that same way, winner would be facing Wayne Hills at Wayne. And you know, obviously the Hornets, they're trying to get revenge on Wayne Hills from an earlier defeat. But if we take a look at both teams' previous postseason records, let's start off with Pascack Valley. And when we look at the last 3 postseason games, they would lose in the Group 3 semifinals in a thrashing to Ultapan, 43-14. Then 2 years ago, we defeated in the quarterfinals to West Morris. And then in the sectional final, they would lose at Summit in 2022. So obviously, Pascack Valley trying to get themselves back to that sectional final. And we take a look at the Hornets. They would lose to Pascack Valley in their first game in 2022 at 22-21, and then in 2 years ago, a heartbreaking loss to West Essex in the final, and then last season, 22-21, another heartbreaking loss against Riverdale. So certainly, again, pressure's on for both teams to really start getting over the hump, but obviously you're awaiting 2 monster programs in the second round.
Pascack Valley won the toss and they deferred, so they will take the ball to start the half. They have refused thus far to let Passaic Valley pull away. Passaic Valley scored first just a minute 12 in on a pass from Bagnulo to Berardi.
Indeed, and pass to Berardi. We've seen a lot of big scoring happen on both plays, but I think most importantly, again, situationally, Passaic Valley get off to a great start, great drive early, and then right afterwards, you see Pascack Valley immediately respond with the kick return touchdown. So
Marley Smith with the 72-yard kickoff return. They convert the kick after Passaic Valley's pass failed, take a 7-6 lead.
Indeed, and I think most importantly now, you're seeing the dirty laundry by the referees. It's starting to come out early. So I think if you are both teams, you have to be situationally excellent in terms of let's not make any dumb mistakes. But I think this is going to be one of those games where it's just going to come down to who holds the ball last. As a short kick.
Short high kick is fielded for Pascack Valley by Tyler Cardell. He's tackled.
That was number 3, Alessandri, who was able to make the tackle on the return. And obviously, as we've seen early in this game, the special teams unit by the Hornets hasn't really been up to snuff as most coaches would like it to be. So good return and good stop here.
They've both relied on short, low kicks. That was really the highest we've seen get up there.
Absolutely, but I think most importantly, I think Pascack Valley has also been able to take advantage of some great field position early. You start the game off your first play that you would have with a football. You scored a touchdown on a kick return, and then on multiple kick returns, had great field position.
All the way up the right side is number 26, Brady Zerbuck. And Zerbuck immediately moves the ball into Passaic Valley territory. 1st and 10 at the Hornets 35.
And Zerbuck just did a basic read option. We saw the Hornets run the read option to pretty good success, and you're seeing now Pascack Valley, they're using the read option, just finding the open area and making a big play.
1st and 10 at the 35 of Passaic Valley for Pascack Valley. Handoff across. To Delaquilla. Benvenuti on the tackle for no gain. A lot of moving parts there for no gain.
Became the first football player in Passaic Valley history to have over 200 tackles and over 200 points scored for his career.
As Dante Benvenuti now with that tackle hits the 200-200 club, 200 tackles, 200 points. And on 2nd and 10, they hand off and immediately just get stuffed. Now with Zerbach, he gets stuffed by Brett Weiser and Benvenuti. And the Hornets defense, they're really starting to try to beat this Panthers team to the punch.
Benvenuti came up and filled nice, and he did it with disdain.
Exactly, and I think you're now seeing the Hornets. I think they're trying to just get back to classic. Let's just physically dominate these teams. And I think you're seeing now very early on, Hornets have made 2 fantastic stops for loss. And now let's see what the Panthers can dial up on 3rd and long.
3rd and 10 from the 35. 3 receivers to the short side. Passes up and it's complete, but short of the first down. Coletti hits Greer. Going to be 4th and 3. The 29.
Give credit to the cornerback on that side, Thomas Brettweiser immediately gets caught, kind of on a stop route, catches Brettweiser going back, playing in that deep sort of cover 3 style, and then immediately recovers through and is able to get the stop, and now it's 4th down.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Coletti has time, scrambles, he's under pressure. Lofts it up. It's a floater. It's up for grabs. It's caught. And it's going to be 1st and goal for Pascack Valley.
That looked like back deep. It was Varsity and Benvenuti who were back there, and they were not able to knock the football away off through the double team.
They are at the 1-yard line. That was just a prayer that was flung up. First and goal now for Pascack. They trail by 6. 9:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. First drive of the 2nd half. Handoff up the middle, and it's a touchdown.
And that is how you respond if you're the Panthers. Coming out of the half, a efficient and really tone-setting drive for this half.
Just when we started to talk about toughening up by the Passaic Valley defense, Pascack Valley hits them where it hurts, the scoreboard.
Exactly. Hits them
20 to 20 to score pending the extra point.
Very, very crucial drive here, and that's a big-time loss for Passaic Valley. And now let's see what they can do on the offense as that kick is good.
Luke Melkonian with the kick.
Let's take a look on replay here of the touchdown run. Again, they load up with that strong set with the H-back, and they just do a basic halfback dive just right up the gut. It's easy pickings here for the Panthers. And a flag comes out on the Hornets after the play. And so the penalty will hit the Hornets on the kickoff. Again, penalties really showing its ugly head early. So with 9:05 left to go.
15-yard penalty following the extra point. And Pascack Valley will kick off in Passaic Valley territory. Now, wins at their back. He's going to have to be very crafty with this to not kick it out of the end zone.
Exactly, or you could just kick it short. Kick it a little bit like a squibber and just hope for the best.
Melkonian to kick. And it's going to go through the end zone for the touchback. 1st and 10 at the 20. When Passaic Valley takes over, they trail by 1, 21-20. I mean, that's the drive. You defer, that's what you want coming out of the locker room at halftime.
Exactly. You want that type of drive if you're Pascack Valley. And I think if you're the Hornets now, I think you got to get back to what works, which is just, hey, let's pound the rock with Huliev, run behind this dominant offensive front and behind Justin Lewis, and really kind of set the tone early that we're just going to out-physical this Panthers team.
I think the other thing that accomplishes is it burns clock.
Exactly.
Toss to Huliev, carries it out to the left, and he's met by a group of Panthers. I forget what they're not a herd. I forget what they're called. But whistled for a loss of 4.
Yeah, it's
going to bring up 2nd and 14.
Great contain on the outside. Great contains, particularly from the outside backers. Really kind of forcing Huliev to have to jump back inside, and then that's what allowed the rest of that defensive front to recover and get the TFL.
He's good side to side, but I like to see him go up the middle first and then get side to side.
Exactly.
The toss, he's kind of committed to trying to get the edge.
It's the classic, you go north and south instead of east and west. So I think if you're the Hornets, you got to get back to that classic mentality of let's just pound the rock north and south and get upfield.
Huliev trots across, 2 receivers each side. Bagnulo has it. He's looking. He's under pressure. Scrambles. He's dangerously close to the end zone.
And they're going to rule him short.
They're ruling him down. I think it's inside the 1.
Yeah, I think he's just
Pascack Valley. Sorry, Nick. Pascack Valley is arguing in vain for the safety.
I think they're going to try to argue for the safety, but I think also you have to remember Bagnulo, when he was tackled, the ball was across the end zone. He wasn't back into the end zone with the rest of his body. So now you're looking at third and a country mile, essentially.
And it's 3rd and 29 right now. As it is, and it's a long 29, by the way, if you're keeping track. This is exactly the drive Pascack Valley wanted, just ended. This is exactly the drive Passaic Valley didn't want coming out of the locker room.
Exactly. This is not what you want. As Bagnulo hands it off to Huliev, just
trying to get out. Now, I hope he got there. If you're Passaic Valley, he's still inside the 1. They're going to be kicking from deep in their own end zone.
You got to basically, and if I'm Pascack Valley, I'm sending the house. Just try to block it, because you block it, you recover it. That's touchdown in your favor.
Well, let's also look at the coverage we've seen from Passaic Valley thus far tonight. You can afford to send everybody because your returners have been able to chew up big chunks of yards.
Exactly, and Benvenuti now is going to be the man back to punt.
He's got to watch his heels. He's right against the end line. Gets it off, and it's a decent kick. High, short, fielded on his knees by number 16, Delaquilla. Great field position for Pascack Valley, where they'll be 1st and 10 at the Passaic Valley 34, 6:04 left in this 3rd quarter. And the Hornets are just jammed in their end of the field.
If I'm Pascack Valley, I wouldn't even dare throw the ball. I just keep it on the ground, grind out as much clock as you can. You are up by 1 score, but when you just saw how your defense performed on that last offensive series, I would just keep it on the ground and run out as much clock as you can.
Absolutely. Coming across, number 4.
And we got 2 flags on the field. I believe one of them is going to be a holding call.
Murata on the carry for what it's worth.
So 2 holding calls thrown against the Panthers.
Be 10 from the line of scrimmage. They've revised that rule where if it's behind the line, you don't go from the spot anymore.
Exactly.
I'm still wrestling with how I feel about that.
It's questionable, because at the end of the day, I do feel like taking it from the spot does add up a chunk of yardage, but I also understand that when you do it from behind, you limit the amount of yards really you're taking away from
You're
the
really
offense.
hurting a team if that hold is on pass pro and the guy is dropping and he's 5-7 yards back.
Exactly.
Or 6-7. Coletti, long pass, nobody near it. Be 2nd and 20.
And the Hornets looked like they kind of ran like a fake blitz. They looked like they had a blitzer coming through the center, going towards that nose gap area, and then backed off. So I think maybe you saw Coletti see the pressure immediately and decide he had to just get it off quickly.
2nd and 20 for Pascack Valley from the Passaic Valley 44. 5:36 to go in this third quarter, and Pascack Valley has just taken a 21-20 lead. 2 receivers right, 2 backs, 1 on either side of Coletti. Coletti drops back, steps up, fires it to the right side. It's over everybody's head.
Over everybody's head. I thought for a second it looked like number 56, Richard Brettweiser, was about to come into the backfield and swat it down. Got a free pressure too. So now 3rd and 20.
So there's 2 guys with headsets on who said that if this was our possession, we would pound a rock and burn clock. And we've seen 2 40-plus yard passes fall incomplete and burn next to no time off of the clock.
And with the wind taking the passes too, you also have to remember that that can be an effect. If I'm Pascack Valley, I try to get a rollout pass into the flat, get your guy some chunk yardage.
The swing there, and that actually was backward.
And swing pass out to number 28, Kai Smith, the senior, and it's now 4th and 20 as he was able to just get
Got maybe a yard.
Yeah, maybe a couple inches
Might
back
be
to the line of
19.
scrimmage, yeah. So now you're punting away.
Luke Melkonian back to punt. He's got the wind behind him. I would say there's a decent chance that this just carries into the end zone and we're back at the 20
Or it could
when
maybe,
this is over.
or maybe with the direction, it could carry towards the sideline, and that really could be dangerous if you're the Hornets.
Takes his time and he pooches it. Bounces, fielded on the run by Berardi. Fields it around the 10, gets it out about to the 30, maybe a little bit outside. 1st and 10 for Passaic Valley. 5:15 to go in this third quarter. They trail by 1.
And if I'm the Hornets, I would immediately go into, if you're going to start throwing the ball, get it out in a quick game. Get those quick slants, those quick stop routes. Get it out of your quarterback's hands. Not saying that Bagnolo can't throw it deep, because he certainly is capable of it. But I think with the wind, and I think with the clock, and I think with the score, you have to get into your playmaker's hands as quickly as possible.
He's got a lot of wind blowing that ball back at him.
Exactly, and we've seen Pascack Valley, they are quick to rally, so I think the quicker you can get the football out of your hands, the better.
Handoff.
That's number 13, that's Quarantin.
Picks up a couple.
And that's Colin McMorrow who made the tackle.
Going to be 2nd and 6.
So now 2nd down and 6. Hornets backing up.
4:45 to go in this third quarter.
Currently it's 8:12 Eastern time. Weather as it currently stands, still very, very windy, 48 degrees right now. And as these wind gusts are certainly picking up.
Handoff again.
Quarantin, oh,
Big hit.
that was a big hit by number 28. Kai Smith kind of laid, as the kids would say, kind of laid the hit stick a little bit.
That was just coming up to hit. There was no wrap. That was.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just lower your shoulder. Let's just meet in the hole, and let's see
Yeah.
who's the bigger man. And Quarantin kind of just bounced off that, so now you're looking at a 3rd and 2.
3:50, the clock running here in this third quarter. A 1-point game.
With how off coverage that corner is playing on Benvenuti, I would expect a quick stop route, a quick hitch to Benvenuti, get the first down.
He looked for it. Instead, it's picked, and it's going to go back all the way.
That was number 16 on the end.
Mark Delaquila.
And Delaquila, he picked it off. Right as I said, a quick hitch to Benvenuti, but the pressure came from the end that forced Bagnolo to hold on to it for an extra second, and that's what allowed the interception. And as we take a look here on replay, the pick six, that looked like that was the end. Okay, because 56 Logan Kidd, who gets back there and it forces Bagnolo to hold it for a second, throws the interception, and just like that, the Panthers lead 27-20.
Big extra point is no good.
It was blocked. As it was blocked by Benvenuti, but he is down on the ground.
And he has brought it tonight.
Yes, he certainly has. He has been, for a player coming in to today with some questions about how available, how ready is he going to be. He has been playing lights out today, played a lot more than I think both of us kind of expected. But seeing him down is not a good sign.
No, he knew how big that extra point was, and he was going to make sure it wasn't good.
Exactly, and I think if you are the Panthers, I think you're starting to smell a little bit of blood in the water on the Hornets. In the meantime, though, if you want a great way to promote your business and support your local teams, then you should become a sponsor on the Garden State Athletic Network. We have network and game sponsorship opportunities available for the fall 2025 season. Let us help you promote your business or organization throughout New Jersey, all at an affordable cost. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen right now or get in touch by emailing sponsorships at GardenStateAthleticNetwork.com or calling 973-738-3811. Let Garden State Athletic Network be and make your business the star of the show.
Benvenuti walking off. Under his own power. (27-20) now a one-score lead for Pascack Valley. 3:27 remaining in the third quarter. You're watching Garden State Athletic Network. John Kovac, Nick Iacova with you from Passaic Valley High School. The North Jersey Section 1 Group 3 quarterfinal.
As Alessio DaCosta is going to kick off here. And it's a short roller. That goes to the Hornets. That's number 7, John Roy.
Roy had a little bit of a lane to the left side. He's tackled just beyond the 45, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the hosts.
And Benvenuti, you can see he's running back out onto the field. See how much of a factor potentially that cramp is going to cause.
Bagnolo runs into play. 3:22 left in this third quarter of what's been a really back and forth game.
This has been a very back and forth game, and I think most of all, it's been a very situational game. It's been taking advantage of situations, field position, penalties, turnovers. That has been the key as Bagnolo rolls out to his right.
He was looking downfield for number 2, Vinny Berardi.
And I could see immediately his first read that he was trying to go to was number 5, Justin Lewis, into the flat. Gave that fake roll, gave that fake handoff, and then rolled out to his right. Had room, and he was looking for Lewis. Unfortunately, Lewis got tied up, and that forced him to air it out downfield.
I'd like to see that play with the give and take the give up the left side.
I think you could potentially run it, but I think at this stage, 3:16 to go in the third, I think you may, if you're the Hornets, might want to start airing it out.
I don't even mean tonight, Nick. I'm just at some
just
point.
Just generally, yeah.
Just someday. Someday. It's on my Christmas list.
Benvenuti split out wide.
Motion across, fake jet. There's the counter. Stuffed behind the line.
That was number 11, Marley Smith, who was able to make the TFL. So now third down.
Smith, who has the Panthers' first touchdown on a 72-yard kickoff return, seconds after Passaic Valley took the first lead of the game.
Exactly, and Corrington starting to get the load in the backfield. Huliev on the trainer's table, currently getting stretched out.
And that's a huge loss.
Particularly if you got Benvenuti not 100%, you need your star running back.
Bagnulo looking downfield, he has time, steps back, rolls back to his left, still looking, tons of time, and then throws it out of bounds. There's a flag on the play.
And it's an illegal man downfield for the Hornets. So that's going to back him up. As the punt team will come out. So legal man downfield penalty is going to be declined. So now it's 4th and 11. As Benvenuti is going to be punting away. A high kick.
Into the wind, and it just dies and drops. And it's a Pascack Valley roll as it kicks out of bounds just shy of the 35-yard line, where the Panthers will take over 1st and 10 with 2:09 left in the third quarter.
2:09 to go here in the third quarter.
And if you're the Hornets, this drive potentially might be the game here.
You know, you can make that argument.
You can very easily make the argument. Pascack Valley, they drove down the field effortlessly on the first drive, and you just have been stopped twice now on offense. So I think if you're the Hornets, you get the stop here, you keep the momentum somewhat in your favor. But if you allow the Panthers to drive down the field and score, it might be game over.
And right through everything, sprinting away.
Still on his feet, into Hornets territory and into the end zone.
Touchdown, Pascack Valley.
Kai Smith.
Kai Smith has been threatening to pop one all night.
Exactly. Been threatening all day. And again, it wasn't anything too crazy. It was just a simple halfback dive, power right up the gut. And so now with 1:56 to go, the Panthers lead 33-20.
Kick is up, and it's good.
See if we could take
34-20. We'll take a look at that touchdown.
They line up again, strong side to the left, and it's just a basic power. Guard pulls through to the gap, creates a lane, easy touchdown run.
65-yard touchdown for Kai Smith.
As in the booth, we have been presented food here, as food has now made its way into the broadcast booth.
We're okay with that. We are definitely okay with that. 34-20. And again, just when you say, Nick, Passaic Valley needs to stop, they get absolutely cleaved up the middle.
Exactly. And
on a 65-yard touchdown.
And if I'm the Hornets, I'm in up-tempo mode now. You really got to really get the play calls out fast. In the Hornets, the ideal scenario would be you get a touchdown before this quarter ends. You make it a one-score game, enter in the fourth.
You've got a minute 56 to do something.
Exactly.
Lewis comes up with the kick.
And so Lewis is now going to be right about the 41.
1st and 10.
Again, if I'm the Hornets, this is go time now. Get the football out as quickly as possible. Get the plays moving. Get big, chunk yards.
They've actually spotted around 42.
Wow.
I'm not really sure what that's based on.
2 receivers out left. H-back lined up on the left side as well.
The fans are looking for an encroachment call.
I think you might have.
I think they might have a good case.
Yeah, you might have gotten it. It looked like that was 56. Logan Kidd, who kind of just flew up the field.
Huliev is up and off of the trainer's table, but still on the side. He's looks like he might have ice taped to
yeah, he's got
both legs, to one thigh and one calf.
Exactly, got 2 bags of ice. So you're going to see on this one, 13, Ryan Corrington really have to carry the load on the offensive backfield. Benvenuti comes in motion.
Bagnulo scrambles, rolls to his right, tucks, runs, gets it back to the original line of scrimmage.
And I think that's a smart move by Bagnulo. Don't force something that doesn't need to be forced. Just keep it on the ground. Get back to the line of scrimmage. And not to mention, going out of bounds stops the clock. And the clock is in favor of the Panthers. You have to play a smartly coached clock management now.
57 seconds left in the third quarter. Third and 6 from the 46. Bagnulo back to pass, rolls to his left. He's under pressure, fires it ahead. Incomplete, flags from both directions. The timing and the way they came in, it's pass interference. That's going to be 15 from the line, which is going to get a Passaic Valley a first down.
And that's a crucial penalty. You needed that, particularly when you got stopped on that pass play. You needed that penalty to come through for the Hornets. And so now Pascack Valley is now, and the Hornets are now in Panther territory. First down from, it looks like that's about the
39-yard line. First and 10. 49 seconds left on the clock. Stepping up is Bagnulo, fires it, and it is complete for about a 5-yard gain to Vinny Berardi.
That is a great play by Bagnulo. I thought he was getting wrapped up into the backfield. Pressure came free off the right side, steps up and then finds an open Berardi. Big time catch, gets out of bounds. So now 43 ticks to go, second down.
I thought it was a big play on the other end too, because Benvenuti Benvenuti knew he was going to get drilled and stuck with that catch anyway.
Exactly. Very good catch all around.
Hand off up the middle. And Corrington breaks a couple of tackles, sneaks through, and ladders it out to the left for the touchdown.
I have no idea how Ryan Corrington made it through that gap. An unbelievable job fighting through the contact. And this was the best case scenario for the Hornets. You get a score before the fourth quarter begins. You make it a one-score game, 30 ticks to go. And if you're Passaic Valley now, I think you got to go for 2 and make it within 6.
I'm trying to find Juliev on the sideline. He's standing by his head coach. He's still iced. Bagnulo runs the play in.
Hornets line up.
Corrington split wide. Now they're adjusting where he is. They got to watch the clock here. They got to watch the play clock. Bagnulo fires it, and it's good.
Beautiful job by Benvenuti on the slant route. Again, you bring Corrington back into the backfield. I think that was smart. I think they intentionally designed that. We had Corrington go out, see if anybody's going to follow, and see if that will open up the slant area. And because nobody came out when Corrington flew back inside, it allowed for the big gap to be taken.
Break down how Corrington gets through this.
Well, it's just a basic power run. Corrington flies through upfield, breaks a couple of tackles, and then great blocking by Benvenuti on the outside, really shielding that corner inside as Corrington breaks it back out. And that's a big-time touchdown run. And now Passaic Valley, you make it a 6-point game in the third. And again, if you are the Hornets, you see Benvenuti, he is currently without his helmet. Potentially his day might be done with ice on his left hamstring and his right calf. We'll see how that can play effect as Maletta, an onside kick, as the ball came out.
Squirted through.
And it's going to end up being none other than Panthers football.
31 seconds left in the third.
First and 10 from the Panthers 48. And again, they line up in that strong set. H-back lined up to the right. Handoff up the gut. And he just gets wrapped up and thrown down. That was Jaden Rodriguez who made the tackle.
Kai Smith with the run again, and they're just trying to catch that same hole that they caught earlier on.
Exactly, just trying to catch the hole, and that's going to take them out of the clock, and that's going to end up going to the fourth. And partner, we got a game on our hands now.
34-28. Visiting Pascack Valley leads Passaic Valley. With 12 minutes to go, will regulation be enough time to decide? You'll find out in a few here on the Garden State Athletic Network.
And as the fourth quarter begins, handoff to Smith. And he goes left, gets swallowed up by Hornets right at the line of scrimmage. As Kai Smith, it looked like he was just doing just a basic power run, just breaking it to the outside, not able to get anything third down.
Trying again to run that up the left side. It's shut down, and now it's 3rd and 7. Can the Passaic Valley defense get the stop they need here?
I think potentially, if you're the Hornets, it's bend but don't break territory. As the line shifts over. Snapping into QB draw to the outside. And he rolls outside, tackled down. And the Hornets try to get him behind, but unfortunately not able to do it. That's a first down.
Murata on the sweep. Picks up 8. 1st and 10 at the 40.
And Murata really more so the running quarterback, whereas it looked like number 2, Michael Coletti, he's much more the thrower type. And let's see here again.
Unbalanced line to the left side.
Handoff up the gut. Coletti gets it up the gut and able to break a couple of tackles after the Hornets met him right up the middle. Gain of 2, and looked like on the tackle that was number 59, Michael Prosperi, who was able to make the tackle.
And Tristan Wilkins starting to get some carries for Pascack Valley, number 22.
And again, if you're Pascack Valley, you do have the advantage. Run the clock out, get as much yards as you can on the ground. Don't try to air it out unless you absolutely have to.
Handoff up the middle. Smith again trying to find a way through.
And Smith, it looked like they ran a counter play where Smith kind of stepped inside and then broke it back out. And Smith just got engulfed, and now 3rd down and about 5. And this is so tough now for the Hornets, because what you're looking at now is essentially you have to load up the box, because with this unbalanced set, you know they're going to try to run it up the middle. But because you're loading up the box, you're not able to contain the edges on the outside. So let's see which of the poisons the Hornets are going to take. They're loading up this right side. And Coletti lets one fly as he got lit up by number 7, John Roy, as it falls incomplete.
He's almost begging for a roughing the passer penalty.
Exactly, and Roy, it looked like he came through untouched. It didn't look like a soul picked him up on the line. So now you're looking at 4th down.
I'm keeping an eye on Huliev, who has his helmet in his hand. They have taken the ice off of his right calf. His left thigh remains iced down with plastic wrap holding ice in place. But is he healing? And we're seeing a lot of players on both sides stretching after plays. 4th and 5 for Pascack Valley.
And Pascack Valley rolls out Coletti.
Rolls.
And it's knocked away as Benvenuti knocked it away. And he falls to the ground. And
he landed awkwardly, I think, trying to stop. And I think they're trying to check his legs right now.
Landed, he got caught up cramping before on a field goal block. So now with Benvenuti down again, as the Hornets will immediately just jump out onto offense as the training staff's going to take a look at Benvenuti.
He's being helped up, walking. He's trying to walk it off here. 1st and 10 now for Passaic Valley.
As Julio Lopez is going to step in now, wide receiver.
They're at their own 35. Toss.
What a tackle that was. Holy cow. 28. Kai Smith, he flew down like a torpedo.
Quarantin, who's been picking up the load with Huliev out.
You can see Huliev now potentially, they might get him back into this game. It looks like they're taking the the ice off of his leg.
2nd and 10, 8:42 to go in this fourth quarter. 34-28, the lead for visiting Pascack Valley in the white.
And the Hornets now, we see Dante Benvenuti. He checks back into the game. So we got Redden, Berardi, and Benvenuti split out wide. Play action.
Screen to Lewis.
It's a very good play fake there by Bagnolo. Gets it to Lewis, and now just like that, the Hornets are set up now. 3rd and about a yard and a half.
3rd and a long one, a short 2 at the 43.
I think this is one of those where you got a lot of open field to the left side. I think maybe if you're Bagnolo, do a sprint out to the left, roll out, get it into the flat, hit him potentially with a flood concept out of a trips look with an H-back to that left side, and I think maybe you could get an easy first down.
Here's your trips look. Your H-backs to the right. That's Lewis, who's been the blocker. Ball's up, caught by Berardi. Berardi moves the chains, 1st and 10.
And as I said, that flood pattern, get 2 outs into the flat, basically force Pascack Valley, pick which guy you are covering, because whichever one you don't, we are throwing to him immediately. And on that one, they flew down to Quarantine on his out route. Berardi with the stacking layers, able to get the first down.
Ball spotted right on the 50. 7:10 to go in regulation.
And I just have received word, the first development in this sectional tournament, Altapan takes down Riverdale. So Altapan will move on to the semifinal.
Altapan, the top seed.
And as it currently stands, Wayne Hills holds on to a 14-7 lead with 4:28 left in the 3rd quarter. Bagnolo drops back. Looks, fires one. That one's caught in the wind.
Way out of bounds. I think he's lucky it went out of bounds.
Yeah, it certainly did. And they looked like they tried to get Benvenuti on a deep fade ball. Unfortunately, not able to get there. Again, you're throwing into the wind. It's going to affect the passes, particularly on longer throws to the opposite side of the field.
Okay, I'm looking at Huliev. They've cut the wraps off his legs. He has not been given the go-ahead, it would appear, yet. But the ice, I think they're probably waiting to see how it reacts to the ice coming off.
Exactly. I think they're going to wait to see how he can move around a little bit. And so now with 2nd down and 10.
Benvenuti is back in.
22 look. 2 receivers split out each side.
Bagnolo faced heavy pressure from the right side, rolled and just unloaded it.
Exactly, that was Logan Kidd who got free on the right side. As Kidd rushed down, able to get into the backfield quickly. And it looked like the Hornets, they were just trying to set up just a basic smash concept and a little hitch in a corner route on the inside guy. Not able to get it done.
3rd and 10 from the 50. 6:29 left in this 4th quarter.
Third down, 6:30 to go.
Kind of, if I'm Passaic Valley here, if I'm not moving the chains, I don't want to gain anything because I want to be able to punt.
They motion out into an empty set. Bagnolo looking, fires to Benvenuti. What a catch that was by Dante Benvenuti.
Catch and the first down.
Exactly. Great job on the rollout. As a former defensive back, I can tell you the worst route you can ever cover as a DB is the comeback route on a wide receiver. A 15-yard comeback, it is lethal. And Benvenuti, great job selling the fade, getting the receiver to back up, and then immediately breaking back downfield, and then getting the big first down.
1st and 10 at the 40. Coming up on 6 minutes, the halfway mark of the 4th quarter. Passaic Valley trails by 6. Handoff to Quarantine. picks up about 5.
That's a big carry there by Corrington. Get the first down, move the chains. Another score update as it currently stands. West Milford looks to be holding on to a lead, 14-7 over Montville with 1:45 left in the fourth.
Winner of that game will play Old Tappan.
Yep.
Tappan.
And let's see here. Hornets again line up, trips with the H-back. Hand off to Corrington, and he's tripped up.
Ankle pick, takedown there by number 11 for Pascack Valley, Marley Smith.
And Marley Smith, great job here, taking out that inside ankle, forcing the tackle to be made. And again, a third down in the middle of the field.
I would send Marley Smith every play because he comes through like a cannon.
Exactly, and I would send Smith as well. And I think if you're the Hornets, I think you got to realize that potentially this is going to be where you see all-out pressure coming. You have to get the football out quickly. As the line for the Hornets gets set up before the skill guys do. So now they're all set. Berardi lines up as a tight end.
This is an odd set. Play action.
Bagnulo looking.
Bagnulo running with it. Gets hit, driven out of bounds. Picked up a couple.
And you can see they're arguing potentially for a late hit on Bagnulo. It's going to bring him now 4th and 3, 4:19 to go. And for the Hornets, this is the game right here essentially. It's 4 minutes to go. If not, you really have to get a stop here.
Each team has 3 timeouts.
If I'm Pascack, nope, whistle's blown.
Timeout called by Passaic Valley. Facing 4th and 3, down 6 points with 4:19 to go.
I think if you're Pascack Valley, I think defensively, I think the main objective is going to be let's start manning up, get into man coverage, keep maybe one guy back deep just in case the Hornets decide to get a free release off a receiver. But I think at this point, if you are the Pascack Valley Panthers, you got to just line up man on man and just say, hey, let's go beat these guys. And if you're the Hornets, I think you got to come up with something clever. You got 3 yards, but it's a long 3. So I think you need something that's going to get out quickly, and the ball's on the left side of the field, so you have a lot of room towards that Pascack Valley sideline. As I'm looking right here to my right, our producer is showing us West of Milford just returned a touchdown, and that will seal it 21. It looks like it's going to be 20-7 as West Milford's going to advance to the semifinal against Old Tappan. Winner here will take on the winner of Wayne Hills and Sparta. Wayne Hills currently holds on to the lead. And in this game, Pascack Valley holds on to the lead 34-28. 4th down. Bagnulo fires. Lewis caught. First down.
Lewis bled out of the backfield, and nobody went with him. Absolutely wide open on that shoot.
A beautiful play there by Lewis. Gets the first down. And that was a very, very smart play call. You saw the man coverage was coming, but unfortunately the linebacker just not able to keep up with Lewis into the flat.
It's a tough cover to ask him to pick up the back coming out.
Exactly. It's tough, especially when you're asking a linebacker who's in the middle of the field and he's stacked over.
You almost can start to think best case scenario if you're Passaic Valley is to score with nothing left on the clock.
Exactly, and a handoff to Corrington, and he gets tackled down immediately. That was 11. That was Marley Smith again on the tackle.
He comes in and he just takes your ankles out. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11 from the 31 of Pascack Valley. 3:24 and running on the clock.
And as coaches we say, when you tackle low, it's about killing the engine. And when you take out the legs, nobody's going to move anywhere. And Smith with another big tackle as Benvenuti's going to split out wide. Trips again with the H-back to the right. Play action. Bagnuolo's looking. He's got to get rid of it. He does. He throws it to the side. Incomplete. So now 3rd down.
3rd and 11, 3:02 left in regulation. Bagnuolo gets the play, runs in.
I think if you're the Hornets, I think you got to try to get Benvenuti the ball. He's been essentially getting double covered, but I think at the end of the day, you got to scheme something up. Maybe potentially a switch route, get a slant and then a wheel, kind of taking the corner off the play. And Benvenuti is going to be lone receiver to the right side with the H to the right as well. Berardi goes in motion.
Big orbit motion.
Play fake. They set up a screen. Incomplete. No flag called. As Corrington gets taken down on a backside screen, so now it's 4th down.
Broken up by the lineman who just didn't buy it at all. Believe was Logan Kidd again.
I believe, yeah, it was either Kidd or that looked like it potentially was number 53, Ko Clutta.
But just, and the former lineman in me loves that. When you don't get fooled on the screen and you're just there to blow it up.
Here we go. 4th down.
Bagnuolo fires it,
Caught.
has a receiver, and it's caught on his knees.
That is Noah Redden. 1st down, crucial catch. Big time grab, and you can see the captain, Richie Bretreiser, he's fired up as we take a look on replay here. Redden again notices that he's got a lot of room to the outside. Bagnuolo, quick 3-step drop, lets one go, puts it right into Redden's chest. Big 1st down completion on a long curl route.
1st and 10 at the 23. I'm watching Huliev with the trainers, and he can barely walk. He's still cramped up.
Yeah,
They took the ice off because it's supposed to be 20 on, 20 off. I don't know that we're going to see him again tonight.
Exactly, and I think potentially the Hornets, they are going to run a play. I thought maybe we might have got a timeout going with the clock.
And Benvenuti just walked off the field on a routine change, and he immediately dropped and is being stretched.
So Lopez will check in. Handoff Corrington.
Corrington up the middle, picks up a few.
That play, I would have just checked it to a flat route for Berardi. He had so much room on the outside. Looked like nobody was even in the area. But a good carry there by Corrington, able to pick up about 3 yards.
2nd and 7.
Benvenuti enters the game again. I think maybe just giving him a quick little breather.
And just stretch him as often as you can.
And with 2 minutes to go here, Hornets down by 6.
2 receivers wide right. You've got a wing, Lewis, to that side as well.
Bagnuolo looking, fires. What a beautiful football thrown to Benvenuti. That's just a classic spot route. Find the open spot in the zone and just sit down, give your quarterback a chance to throw, and it's exactly what Bagnuolo did. Rolled out to his right, perfect throw, great execution.
And he literally sat down, literally went to his knees.
Exactly, and as it currently, we're looking right now on the score chart, 14-7 at the end of the 3rd quarter. Wayne Hill still holds the lead over Sparta. Winner of this game will take on the winner of that contest. Handoff Corrington.
Corrington up the middle.
Gets held up, and this is going to be that moment where you start seeing a lot of hats flying to the football trying to knock it out.
2 timeouts left for Passaic Valley, 3 for Pascack. This has been a reasonably long drive for Passaic.
Whistle's blown. Timeout called by Pascack Valley. That's interesting. And now with a minute to go, 2nd down, and it looks like it's about 8 from the end zone.
You want to be part of a game as good as this? Become a sponsor. Network and game sponsorship opportunities are available for the remainder of the fall season, the winter season, into the spring. Scan the QR code. Call us at 973-738-3881 or send an email to sponsorships@GardenStateAthleticNetwork.com. Pascack Valley first to break the huddle after their timeout. Each team now with 2 left, 59 seconds left in regulation. A touchdown by Passaic Valley ties it.
So here we go, the Hornets. Lined up. Berardi comes in motion. They keep it. They fire to Benvenuti. Flags come out. Flags come out. Let's see who it's going to be on. I believe they're going to give a PI call, and it's a pass interference on the Panthers.
He was on his back early. It's going to be it may not be a first down.
Benvenuti looked like he got tackled to the ground. He gave a great outside release to get free on the slant route, and then calls in the corner to get teed up. So now it's second down. And
second down, they got half the distance out of it.
So it looks like it's about 4.
It's not all that punitive, pass interference in the end zone.
No, not at this stage, not really. Again, you keep the downs the same way, so it's still second down. And for the Hornets, you got to pound the rock in. Hand it to Quarantin. He's close. And
they're spotting him inside the 1.
They're spotting him inside the 1. 45 seconds to go. Third down.
They don't have to panic. They don't have to rush. Timeout called. That's by Pascack Valley. They need to stop the clock.
They absolutely need to. And again, this is a game where if you are looking right now, I genuinely do wonder what the play call is going to be from Passaic Valley, because the very obvious answer would be just run it in.
Let Quarantine get a touchdown.
Let Quarantine get a touchdown. But at the same time, if you notice that Benvenuti has the mismatch on the outside, a quick strike to him is not the worst idea in the world. And particularly, again, if you get a PI call, then you get yourself basically a redo down.
I'm looking at players from Passaic Valley on their knees, arms on each other's shoulders. The Pascack Valley team standing. It all hangs on the next 2 snaps of the football.
So here we go.
3rd and goal, just outside the end zone for Passaic Valley.
And they hand it to Benvenuti, and he's in for the touchdown.
Benvenuti up the left side.
Touchdown, Hornets!
As Dante Benvenuti, just a QB draw, ties the game up at 34. So now the Hornets, if you score here, you take the lead, with Pascack Valley only having 1 timeout left.
Benvenuti will kick. Kick is up.
And it's good. As Dante Benvenuti gives the Hornets the lead, 35-34, with 34 ticks on the clock. And if I'm the Hornets now, immediately, as soon as you get on defense, go into prevent coverage. Get 4 deep, keep everything in front of you.
Nobody behind you.
Nobody behind you. Keep everything in front of you and rally to the football. Hold the guy up, keep him in bounds as long as you possibly can.
35-34. Passaic Valley scored first. Right now, Passaic Valley hopes they score last.
And again, I mentioned this earlier, this game's going to come down to who's going to hold the ball last. And right now, the fate is squarely in the hands of the Panthers. You have one timeout, 30 seconds to go, and you have to drive. You can get to about the 40 and potentially kick a long field goal to send you to the semifinal.
Long line drive kick. It's going to stay in bounds. Fielded just outside the 10. There's flags all over the field.
As Marley Smith on the recovery, and a flag comes out. I believe that's going on. I don't know, late flag
There's
as
a
well.
late flag now. There's multiple infractions on this. I think we have illegal blocks on the return, and then I don't know what's coming here at the end of the play. So we'll let this sort out. 26 seconds remain on the clock after that kick. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in that discussion.
Let's see what the flags are going to be.
So it's going to be a hold against Pascack Valley. That'll back them up 10 from the spot.
Another hold.
Holding against Pascack Valley.
So maybe that last flag wasn't anything?
I'm not so sure.
Because it was late.
It was very, very late. The play was over when the flag came out.
Yeah, I mean, that's one where it's an unsportsmanlike, or it's a, was it a sideline warning?
I'm not so sure, but nonetheless, now 1st and 10, 26 seconds to go. 35-34.
Pascack has one timeout. 3 receivers left. Coletti takes the snap. He's facing the wind. He rolls to his left. He's looking, he's pointing. Heaves it downfield. A lot of jostling. It's incomplete.
No flag comes out. Fantastic coverage by John Roy. Did the classic basketball box out, get in front of your defender, shield them off, and then just knock it away. No need to go for the interception. Knock it down.
Late flag now. I think it's an illegal forward pass,
I believe so.
which is a loss of down.
Loss of down, and it's a 2nd down and long. And you can see immediately the Hornets back deep. You've got Berardi, you've got Roy, that's Thomas Brettweiser, along with Corrington and Benvenuti, all back deep. That's 5 players deep in coverage. And then on the outsides here, number 57, Christian Milletta, that's Jaden Rodriguez on the one side, and then 59, Michael Prosperi as well. So you got a lot of defenders on the outside.
2nd and 15 after the penalty. Coletti scrambles. He's got room to run. He's going to run, take what he can, run out of bounds.
And I think if you're the Hornets, that's the best thing that could happen for you. You just can't let him run out, run the clock down.
And now we're 8 seconds left.
And you got to keep everything in front of you. Keep your 5 defenders back deep.
1, maybe 2 snaps remain in this quarterfinal that's been back and forth from the start.
Let's pay attention to that left side of the line of Brettweiser and Alessandri. Let's see if they can get into the backfield and cause some pressure, maybe get a sack to ice the game.
Coletti steps forward, fires it, caught by Smith. Smith to the middle, tries to ladder,
And
but
John
time's out.
Roy will ice the game as John Roy, with a beautiful open field tackle, seals the game for the Hornets.
Roy just shut that down. Smith, who already had a 75-yard touchdown return, had the ball, was trying to find space, and Roy shuts it down.
And when you consider the last time the Hornets and the Panthers played, it ended in heartbreak, and it's very fitting that on this game, it also ends in heartbreak on the opposing side.
35-34 your final. Passaic Valley advances to the sectional semifinal. They await the winner of Sparta Wayne Hills. That game is still going on. Nick, what a game.
Unbelievable game. Unbelievable. You got everything. You got defensive plays. You got offensive scoring. Special teams plays galore. Got some penalties. Got some questionable calls. Everything you would love in a game.
Kick returns for touchdowns.
Exactly.
Blocks.
Everything you wanted, you got tonight. As we can see here, Passaic Valley moves on as the tournament. You could see now, Old-Tappan, West Milford will battle it out to head to the final. And Passaic Valley will take on the winner of Sparta and Wayne Hills in the semifinals.
It can, now the question to me becomes, can Passaic Valley heal enough to take 2 more steps?
Exactly, we'll see.
Because they're banged up now.
We'll see how they can do. What a way to start the playoffs, John.
Woo! I'll sign up. I'm in.
Exactly. I've been Nick Iacovo. That has been John Kovacs. Thank you so much for watching the Garden State Athletic Network, everybody, and take care.